Okay guys, yesterday I made a video about my weed consumption and how I intend to cut back on smoking cannabis every day, especially like the wake and bakes and stuff, but I've decided that I want to see how long I can go without smoking weed because today's day 2 and I'm feeling pretty good except for the lack of appetite. It's been difficult to get food in me and I didn't sleep well last night, so pretty bad insomnia. I can deal with the cold sweats. It's not like we're talking about pills or anything here. But yeah, the insomnia and the appetite thing are kind of messing with me. Because you need to take your, you need your sleep and you need your calories. So a lot of the time when I've tried this in the past, I usually cave because I can't sleep or can't eat. So I kind of have to force myself to eat, and it's not very fun. But I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with the sleeping thing. I guess I'll just probably have to nap in the day or whatever so I can catch up on my sleep. But yeah, day 2. Like I said in the last video, I plan to get a new camera, guys. So I've been looking at action cameras, which are basically like GoPros, but there's a lot better quality cameras now for that kind of thing. So as you can see when I'm walking with my phone, it's kind of shaky. But if I had an action camera, it would be a lot more stable. So you'd be able to see me. It wouldn't make you so motion sick. Yeah, that's what's going to happen in the next couple weeks, guys. I'm going to have a new camera for these videos, so I'm pretty pumped about that. Been doing some research and that kind of thing. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. Day 2, no cannabis, and how am I feeling? Apart from the symptoms that I listed earlier, I'm feeling pretty good, feeling pretty confident. That's the best thing, that's the major thing, you know what I mean? That's why I'm doing this, is mainly for like anxiety reasons and stuff. So definitely feeling more in my, like within my body. I'm feeling more at peace and stuff. Grounded. That's the word. Feeling more grounded. More comfortable, definitely. And I've been spending a lot of my time out in the woods. In the past 2 days, I've been out already 3 times today, so every time I get kind of a craving, I'll just come out and get some vitamin D and some fresh air. I'm lucky that the weather's been pretty nice because, I mean, considering there was snow on the ground, I think in the last video yesterday. There's still some like over there. You can see some snow and you can see some snow over there somewhere. But yeah, weather's getting nicer. That plays a huge role on my anxiety and on my depression and stuff, guys. And the reason I smoke so much weed, like I said in the last video, we have really bad winters here in Canada, so you get trapped inside unless you have like a reason to be outside. People ski and stuff, but I don't really have much hobbies that you can do in the winter. See, there's some snow right there. But anyways, I'm going to try to find some more ways to keep myself healthy next winter, but that's like 6 months away from now, so I guess for now what we can really do is focus on being outside more. I love it outside. It's great for you. Try to make sure I'm eating and sleeping. That's been the difficult part, really. The cravings they aren't that drastic. It's not that crazy. I don't like sit around itching my skin and fiending it or anything like that. Like I said, I get frustrated and it makes you want to kind of smoke. It makes you want to smoke when you get frustrated. But in reality, how many times do you actually get frustrated in the run of a day? Not that much. I mean, some people are just frustrated with their existence in general, and I've been that person, But it's probably just because it's like a cycle. It was making it worse, because I already feel better. And I don't really feel as frustrated or as angry. But today I got mad at something. Yesterday twice it's just stuff on my computer, like when I'm editing or when I'm like, you get like different things that just piss you off, you know what I mean? You get irritable. That's when you want to cave, really, but I still haven't. So day 2, no weed, feeling pretty pumped about it. Like I said, guys, you can expect a better quality camera in the future videos, better quality mic. Yesterday I used my podcasting and music mic in order to make my video, just because I did take one out here, but you can't really hear what I'm saying, and you might not be able to really hear what I'm saying in this video either, because my phone sucks. Like, I'm using an old iPhone. So yeah, I intend to get an action camera within the next week or 2, so it won't be long and these videos will improve drastically in quality. And yeah, we'll see how far we can go with the weed thing, and maybe it'll kind of transform or like, transition into other type of videos, like other vlogs and travel vlogs and stuff. Just ways to keep my mind off the weed. So Just I've been spending a lot of time in nature. That helps a lot. I just hope that the weather stays nice, because if I get trapped inside tomorrow or the next day or for like a week, that would just be pretty bad timing right now. But I'll have to put up with it if I do. Can't complain too much, I guess. I don't really love living in Canada, not gonna lie. If I had more of a choice and more of an opportunity to leave, I definitely would move. I don't know. I'm not really sure where, to be honest. I have lots of places in mind, don't get me wrong. It's more of like I can't decide where I would choose if I had to move or wanted to move, which I do. I'd love to experience some other places that have less of a difficult winter. It's just such a crazy bad winter here in Nova Scotia. It's not the worst. Like, I could live up in the North Arctic or something, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't. It's not good for my mental health and stuff. So yeah, that's on the bucket list too. Besides travel, also just maybe, looking for new places to reside, new places to make these videos, and new places to explore. I've also lived in the same town for like my entire life. I'm 28 years old, like I said in the last one. Not even the same town. I've actually lived in the same neighborhood my entire life, on the same road as my parents right now. So I haven't really been able to grow or stretch out very much. I've just been in the same kind of place my entire life, apart from like an apartment that I lived in for a little bit, which is still just in the same town. So it would be nice to experience more things, you know what I mean? I feel like if I cut back on weed, that would be a great step to getting me out of my comfort zone, saving money, and doing more like this. And the videos too. If I'm making more of the videos, there's more of a reason to do things, and well, in my opinion, that might not be the best reason to do things. It might be kind of conceited or what's the word? Ingenuine, but it's not. I feel these ways anyway, and I genuinely do like making videos, so it kind of just goes hand in hand, you know what I mean? It's a nice little outlet. But anyways, this has been day 2. Hopefully you can hear what I'm saying, because yeah, the mic on this phone's pretty shit. If it's not good enough, I'll just redo it. But yeah, day 2. Thanks for joining me. Maybe you'll subscribe and see how far I make it on this journey. Maybe I'll make a video for day 3. I'll probably make a video for the first day, like the first week. If I can make it that far. I'll make a video every week talking about how I feel and how far I've gotten and how, what's been going on, basically. So yeah, I had coffee today, a small breakfast, like I said. My appetite's shitty today. I don't know, I'll have to figure that out. I know I'm going to be eating a lot of light meals and stuff. The one thing I don't want to do is fall back on drinking too much like alcohol and that, because like beer, it increases my appetite. So like all these different restaurants and pubs and stuff where you have a beer and you have a nachos or something, doing that so many times in my life has made it so I have a hard time also building up a huge appetite without alcohol. So it's kind of a shitty thing, man. Like, I'm also battling with trying not to fall back on drinking too much. And I don't drink too much. I just have like a beer or two every day, which it's not necessary, you know what I mean? If you're trying to cut back on weed, you probably don't want to replace it with a beer or two every day. So anyway, I gotta try to make sure I'm not doing stuff like that. Otherwise, you'll just become a daily drinker, which isn't so bad. I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to have more control in general, so I don't need to replace one thing with another. Sober lifestyle. Alright, I'm back in my yard, and this has been day 2, no weed. Hopefully you guys can take something from this. Maybe it's slightly insightful, inspiring, or something. Either way, follow my journey, see how I do. And you know what I mean? Like, take care out there. Peace.